Occupy protesters in Victoria have been breaking the city's no camping bylaw for more than a month, and it'll be another day before we learn whether a court injunction will be granted to allow the last of the tents to be removed from Centennial Square. Kristen Robinson was in court today and joins us now live from the newsroom with the latest. Kristen?
Stacey, what started out as a peaceful protest in solidarity with Occupy movements around the world soon degenerated into a squatters' camp, which is still sparking numerous police calls and public complaints. Friday morning, a BC Supreme Court justice will hand down his decision on whether or not to grant the city an injunction to clear the public space. Now, most of the campers who've been occupying the square since October 15th moved out voluntarily yesterday. In court today, the city argued the constitutional right to freedom of expression does not convey the right to unlimited or unrestricted use of public space, and that freedom of expression can only be exercised when it doesn't interfere with the freedoms of others. The city wants the campers gone to clear the square for families to enjoy 4 upcoming Christmas events, which crews are already late in preparing for. Some occupiers say they're willing to accommodate those events, but the city's lawyer says the campers have it backwards. It's not the city which should be asking the campers to accommodate, but the campers who should be applying to the city for a permit to hold their demonstration.
As far as I'm concerned, under the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, I can be in that park anytime I choose to engage in activism.
You know, freedom of expression doesn't exist from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. It exists for 24 hours a day, and if they decide to exercise those rights at 1 in the morning, then they should be entitled to.
To date, the encampment has cost taxpayers $122,000, not including all staffing costs and legal bills. If an injunction is granted Friday, the city says cleanup costs will spike, along with more overtime for public works crews and police. Now, Stacey, the city is also asking BC Supreme Court Justice Terrace Schultz for an enforcement order in the event occupiers do not comply with an injunction. Just how soon crews would move in if an injunction is granted depends on whether the enforcement order is also granted and if a timeline is attached.